Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down the big ideas shaping our world straight from the source. Today, we're diving into a really fundamental shift in how we need to think about AI. It's not about generating stuff anymore, it's about having a conversation.
And this quote really gets to the heart of it. We have got to stop thinking of AI as just another tool, like a hammer or a piece of software. The big idea here is to start seeing it as a new kind of creative partner. So let's get into our first section, which is all about this new relationship. And it's a huge shift in mindset, right? We're moving from being a user who just operates a machine to being a partner who actually directs an intelligence.
Okay, but that brings up a massive question, and it's really what today's explainer is all about. If we're not just clicking buttons anymore, what does a good conversation with an AI actually sound like? How do we do it effectively?
I mean, by now, you've seen these names everywhere. They are completely woven into how we create things, from images to code to entire marketing plans. But here's the thing. So many people are still struggling to get what they want out of them. It leads to frustration and, honestly, a lot of pretty average results. The power is there, we just have to figure out how to unlock it. And here's the kicker from our source material. The problem isn't you. It's not your technical skills or that you don't know the software well enough. The real bottleneck is communication. The most important skill is no longer just being an artist, but being a great conversationalist. Okay, so let's dig into why this is so difficult. We can call it the mind-reading problem. It feels like the AI should just get what we're thinking, But the hard truth is AI can't read our minds. It can only work with the exact words we give it. Now, to really get this, you have to wrap your head around a concept called the latent space. Just imagine this giant, invisible universe, a map where every single concept you can think of, a cat, the color blue, a cyberpunk vibe, it all has a specific coordinate. Your words, they're the directions you're giving the AI to navigate that map. And check out how different prompts travel through that space. If you just type in cat, you're sending the AI to this huge, crowded neighborhood on the map that's just full of generic cat ideas. But when you say blue cat, cyberpunk style, neon lighting, you're not just pointing to a neighborhood, you're giving it a precise street address, a specific coordinate that leads to something totally new. So what's the big lesson here? It's that we have to stop making simple queries and start writing detailed briefs. We need to completely shift from these vague little requests to giving clear, structured instructions. And the difference is it's night and day, isn't it? Make me something pretty. I mean, that's a wish. It's an emotion. The AI has no idea how to interpret that consistently. But that structured brief on the right, that's a professional instruction. It has constraints, style guides, goals. That's how you get professional results. And this is exactly why we need to think about a prompt differently. It's not a search query anymore. It's a mini design document. It's your new blueprint. It's where you pack your entire vision, the purpose, the style, the rules, the format, all into one powerful instruction. All right, so now that we've got the mindset down, let's get to the really practical stuff. We're going to walk through 3 advanced techniques from the source material to help you master this new kind of dialogue. First up is the feedback loop. This is where you stop treating AI like a vending machine where you put in a coin and hope you get what you want. Instead, start treating it like a junior designer. You give it that initial brief, it gives you a first draft, and then you give specific feedback. You say, okay, make that leaf feel a bit more organic, or hey, let's try reducing the stroke weight. The AI remembers the context and makes the change. The real power here is speed. You can go through dozens of versions in just a few minutes. Now, this second technique, this one tackles something that drives people absolutely crazy. You get an image, it's almost perfect, but it has one little flaw, right? Maybe it's a bit blurry. Your first instinct is to tell the AI, remove the blur. But here's the problem. It hears the word blur, and more often than not, it misunderstands and actually adds more blur. So frustrating. So what's the pro move here? You use a negative prompt. This isn't a complaint you're making to the AI. It's a technical instruction. You're giving it a list of exclusion criteria. Basically, a list of concepts you want it to actively avoid. This gives you this incredible fine-tuned control that just stops those errors before they even happen. And our third and final technique. This is where things get really, really creative. It's called the latent spacewalk, and it lets us find ideas that are genuinely new and unexpected. So just picture this. You have 2 completely different ideas,
2 points on that big conceptual map that are miles apart, like, say, a 1950s retro poster and a 2030s cyberpunk poster.
Well, the Latent Spacewalk is this incredible tool for innovation because it actually lets you explore the creative territory between those 2 points. You can tell the AI to generate images that are, say, 70% retro and 30% cyberpunk. This is how you discover these amazing hybrid styles that you would probably never think to create on your own. It's a total game changer for breaking through creative blocks.
So after all that, what does this actually mean for us, for the identity of a creative professional? How is our actual job changing with a collaborator this powerful? Well, the source material proposes this huge shift in our identity. We're no longer just the producer, the hands-on person making the final thing. We're becoming the creative architect. Our job is now to design the entire exploration process for the AI, to set the boundaries, and to guide it towards a brilliant solution. And what that really means is that your value, your competitive edge, isn't just about how fast you can click in some design program anymore. It's your ability to articulate your vision. It's about how well you can engineer a truly meaningful, productive dialogue with your AI partner. Because at the end of the day, the AI is a mirror. The quality of what it creates is a direct reflection of the quality of your instructions. It's a world-class partner just waiting for your direction. And you're the leader of that partnership. It all starts with what you say first, which leaves us with one last very powerful question to think about.